Sekioi go everybody, and welcome to Cassus Café. This week we are wrapping up our Vision Season 2 series with a season overall review, and then we're gonna guess each other's least favorite and most favorite. And we're coming off recording this right after we finished episode 9, so we might have a little bit of an idea, but we'll see. So I'm here with Kli'nah
Hello.
and Tykoth. So, Season 2 of Visions. I think it's in some areas it's stronger than season 1, and in others it's not so strong. But it's definitely because of all of these different animation studios all over the world rather than just one place, so it's a little bit less consistent in that kind of quality. But overall, I think it's a really good, strong season.
I really liked being able to see all of the different cultural influences go into each story and all the backgrounds of these people from all over the world being able to put their stories into Star Wars rather than just Japan. I think it gives so much more diversity to the season, which again could be good or bad. Like, I would also love to see the next season of Visions. Maybe they go and get all just South American studios and just have all those types of stories, and then go to another continent or another area and do that. But I thought it was really cool to see everyone's different views.
Yeah, and I really liked the variety of art styles this season. That's the biggest draw for me, is seeing all the different art styles all throughout.
Yeah, and even if there was one that you didn't like as much or whatever, it didn't matter that much, because as a whole, I think it's so much stronger being more diverse. For me personally. And so if there was one that I didn't connect with as well, it didn't matter, because there were others that I just adored. And so I don't really want to go back to the old way. I hope that this continues and there's more seasons. I love this format, and I hope there's even more. I hope there's 12 episodes next season, or keep going.
I would love to see them continue doing Visions for many, many seasons.
Yeah, I think a cool concept would be if they were bring back some of these studios and do a part 2 on some of these.
Totally.
I want to do our guessing of each other's favorites, and then decide and then share which of these episodes you'd want to see a full season of that story.
Yeah, totally. But mine are the same.
Exactly. That's why we have to do our favorite and least favorites first before we do that.
But I cannot be more excited for next season. This one made me. I felt so neutral about season 1. I liked it, but it just wasn't for me. And this one really turned that around. I just loved it so much. So now I'm really pumped at the idea of more. And I hope that I think it did okay. I hope that it's popular enough that they keep going. It can't be that expensive.
I don't know.
But compared to
I don't know. There's this, especially this season, just Star Wars in general, the fandom is just in such a low place. There's not been a whole lot of buzz for Visions. And
I do feel like it's maybe less controversial of releasing, since it's not canon, and then less people can get upset about that. So I don't know. I feel like it feels like more of a neutral show that people can't hate. I mean, they might not like it, but I feel like they're not gonna rant and send death threats or something.
I agree. You can't nitpick and be like, "Oh, that's not part of my canon that I love," because none of it's supposed to be
canon.
It's
not canon. That's the whole point.
Yeah. And I love that. I mean, that was great in the first season too, but the freedom to not restrict yourself by any means is, I'm sure, very helpful for these creators. It's
the perfect setup. It's the perfect premise to put Dave Filoni in, because he doesn't care about canon either. He should just do these kind of stuff, or this kind of stuff.
We brought it back to Dave Filoni. We knew we'd get there.
Oh, it was me.
Yeah. I couldn't really be happier, even if there's stuff that I didn't like as much. I'm so pumped that it's being made.
Even after watching it all the way through all the episodes and thinking back about the earlier ones, even the ones I didn't like as much, I still really enjoy the season in general. And I feel fonder about some of the earlier episodes that I didn't really care too much for in comparison to other ones. So
I think in this season, there were some episodes where I really hated the characters or the stories, but the art style was still so beautiful that it made it good enough to watch. But the art just throughout all these is phenomenal.
Yeah, even though I don't love anime, I still enjoyed the art style in those. There was really just the one, the Bandits of Golok, that I didn't dig the art style. Everything else, loved.
Yeah. Well, let's get into guessing each other's least and most favorite episodes. How should we do this?
Tykoth should guess first because you've already spoiled for me some of them.
Okay.
A little bit. At least give me very good hints of what's your least and most favorite.
Yeah.
So
I think Ankin's least favorite is the Bandits of Golok because we kind of spoiled that one, so that one.
I agree. I also think your least favorite is Bandits of Golok. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah.
All right, 1 for 1. I'm gonna say Ankin's favorite is I'm between Screecher's Reach and no, I'm not. I'm gonna say Screecher's Reach. I'm not.
You're right. Ding, ding,
Yes.
ding, ding, ding.
I was gonna guess either Screecher's
That's
Reach
why I
or
was
Journey
wondering
to the
how we're gonna
Dark
do
End.
this, because if he guesses my stuff and I have to say yes, then how do you?
I was gonna guess because I just guessed your least favorite too before
Yeah.
you said yes.
What were
You
you
just-
gonna?
Alright,
What were you gonna guess?
I was gonna guess either Screecher's Reach or Journey to the Dark
Yeah.
End.
Yeah, that would.
That was gonna be my second one, but I'm like, nope, I don't think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way we talked about these episodes, it's kind of hard to not get mine correct, honestly, because
Yeah.
I talked Screecher's Reach up so hard, and I said that Journey to Darkhead was great, but it didn't match Screecher's Reach,
Yeah.
and then I haven't compared anything to Screecher's Reach since. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, for Kli'nah's guessing. I feel like I'm torn on your least favorite between also Bandits of Golok or I Am Your Mother, because you really didn't like the girl in that one. Oh, but you really didn't like the girl in the Stars, the sister claymation one. But I feel like you had more positive to say about that than you did Bandits of Golok. My guess
do you
is
think?
Bandits. What do you think, Ankin?
I think her least favorite, man, that is tough. There's like 3 possibilities. You're right. I think it's probably I Am Your Mother.
Okay.
Yeah, because she didn't really care for the art style either, and she didn't like the kid. So I think that's probably her least favorite.
I'm gonna just to be different, I'm gonna hold strong at Bandits. All right.
You're both wrong. My least favorite was In the Stars.
Oh, really? Weird.
Because I disliked the young girl and the older girl, and why are they still alive? Like, I don't. There's so many things wrong.
Okay.
The art was
Oh,
beautiful,
we're
though.
both
The
so-
art was beautiful, but the story was horrible.
Okay.
We're
Darn.
so wrong.
We're so
Like-
bad at reading. Fine.
My second least favorite was Bandits, and then I Am Your Mother was, well,
Okay.
I mean, I Am Your Mother is just cute. I wouldn't rewatch it, but I get why other people like it.
Dang. I was so
Wow.
certain.
I'm pretty positive on your favorite.
All right. So what's her favorite?
I'm gonna be shocked if I get this one wrong. I'm gonna say Spy Dancer.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too.
Absolutely. Spy Dancer is my
Okay,
favorite.
All right. Good.
One to one.
Oh, now we have to guess Tykoth's
Yeah.
least
Ah.
favorite.
I think I know what his least favorite is.
What do you think?
It's between the Pit and Bandits of Golok.
I think his least favorite is the Pit.
I think it's Bandits of Golok.
It is Bandits. Yep.
Yes!
Least favorite.
Yo, me and Tykoth shared the same least favorite. Nice.
Yeah, it's just as much as I love the Indian influence, and I like wanted to love it even more because I think the Indian culture is so cool. Yeah, it's just the art style. I just
Yeah.
Ugh,
Can't get over it.
I'm so biased against that like sharp 3D animation of yeah.
I
So-
think
so
I think
digital.
I think that kind of just shows how similar me and Tykoth are when it comes to artistic stuff.
Yeah.
And the kind of the level playing field this series gives normal fans. That's cool though. All right, what's his favorite?
His favorite's one of the first 3.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay. You think
Interesting.
so?
I don't know about that.
I mean,
I honestly, I think I know what his
I remember when we watched I Am Your Mother together, you said it wasn't your favorite, but you really liked it.
He rated. See, this is where I think the ratings are gonna throw you off a bit, because he rated at least the first 3 a 10, and I don't think any of the first 3 are his favorite. So I could be wrong, but that's what
I think he really likes in the Stars. I don't know. I don't remember.
I do really like In the Stars. Is it my
I know
favorite?
he really likes it.
I love
Is
that
your
one.
favorite
Is
though?
it my favorite?
I mean, he also really likes
Come on,
Eo's
what is his
song.
favorite episode?
I Am Your Mother because of the Wookiee.
Okay, that's a strong contender.
But I don't think that's his favorite.
I don't think so either. But it's a strong contender.
Which one do you think is
It
his
could
favorite?
be. It could be. I could be wrong.
This
It could
is
be.
far more fun to hear about.
I think if it's not "I Am Your Mother," I'm gonna choose Al's song.
Okay.
The last one. I think that's his favorite.
Okay.
So what do you think?
Kli'nah, what's your
Well,
bet?
now I have to change mine. It could also be he really liked the Spy Dancer. He likes the French influence. He could have my favorite.
I do like the Spy Dancer.
He likes a lot of them.
I know it's so
I like-
hard.
The only ones I don't like are the
Pit, the Bandit,
anime, and
Journey to the Dark Head.
Bandits.
That's the only one.
So I'll give you a hint. Those 3 are not the number one.
I knew those weren't it.
All right.
Oh,
Do you want me to eliminate more?
I'll go with I Am Your Mother.
Okay.
Okay, we've
So
got to
it's,
go for
We'll-
I Am Your
we'll do
Mother
the
and Now
split.
Song.
yeah.
All right, you are both incorrect.
What was it?
Ooh.
It is the Spy Dancer.
Oh.
Yeah,
that
that was
one.
my favorite.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
I was like, I knew he really liked that one too, but I didn't know it
remember
was
I
your
rated that
favorite.
one. I remember I rated that one a 10 as well.
Yeah, I knew you had rated the earlier ones 10s, but I forgot which later ones you did.
Outside of that, the first 3 are my favorites.
See, I told you he loves the first 3.
I was so certain how much he talked up Al's song that he was all about that one.
It's really good.
After that,
Yeah.
I like that one a lot. And I also like him. I Am Your. So I really like. I like all of them minus those 3.
If we had
Yeah.
to do a ranking, I think I'd have to like have a bunch of ties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's very polar. Like, I definitely don't like Bandits of Golak. Sorry, India. Nothing against you. But I really like Screecher's Reach. So
Yeah.
Now, which episodes would you want to be turned into series?
yeah, that's different.
Oh, man.
There were two
I mean,
for me.
I do want to see the Spy Dancer in this series though.
I would love to see a Spy Dancer series
I can't
and Eo's song.
Al's song,
I would
yeah.
love as a series. These
I
two are my 2.
interestingly enough, I think Screecher's Reach is fine where it is, and it doesn't need a season. But I wouldn't mind seeing more of the Journey to the Dark Head. I wouldn't mind seeing more of Spy Dancer. I wouldn't mind seeing more of Al's song. I think those 3 would be good series.
I think I'm right on par with that. I think Spy Dancer number 1, and then probably Al's Song after that would be great.
Yeah.
The rest feel like good one-offs to me that feel in a good place.
Yeah. I feel like Journey to the Dark Head might have been like the beginning of an anime and the ending of an anime like crammed together into one episode. So it could have been stretched out much longer, and the ending of the episode could have been like the season finale of the show or whatever, while the beginning was like the start of it. It's really good, and I'd like to see more of that too. I just like the animation style in that one a bit more than the Japanese one, honestly. I like the Journey to Dark Head animation style more.
Maybe because when I think of I Am Your Mother, I think of the Shaun the Sheep show, but I could see that whole Star Wars being a mini series.
Yeah, I think that would work well as a miniseries. I Am Your Mother stuff. Kind of like a micro series of sorts.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
But I think that might just be because when I see that art style, I think of miniseries.
Yeah. I'm actually very surprised that you guys both didn't guess my number 1. That's so fun.
I know, that's interesting. I guess it's just been a while since we talked about
It
it.
has been a long time.
I remember she liked it because she's been to France and she likes French things, so I knew she.
And the aerial silk stuff.
Yeah,
too,
yeah, yeah.
The dancing.
And I haven't been to France.
We should go.
Let's do it. What are we doing?
It's cool that me and Tykoth have the same least favorite, and then you and Tykoth have the same most favorite.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fun.
It's funny because if we did the whole list, I bet you it would be so drastically different other than that.
Yeah.
Like the top places and bottom places might be similar, but I bet in the middle is just like all over the place. We're all so positive about this season. I love it.
I know.
I mean, even the ones that I'm not a fan of, the animation's still fantastic.
Yeah. Except for Golok.
For that one, yeah.
I don't mind you, India. You have really good food, but I could have gone without that episode. That's the only one in this season I don't really like at all.
And I don't think that animation is even like an Indian thing, because I've seen Indian animation that's 2D, that's 3D, all of it, and it doesn't look like that. So that was just a choice that was
Yeah.
made.
I feel like they were trying to make it Star Wars, Clone Wars-ish style to make it feel more Star Wars-y, I guess, in that sense, because that's the go-to art style for Star Wars animation for whatever reason.
And I don't know if they I don't know what the fans' reaction to that episode was in particular, but I'm sure for those people that are really into Clone Wars animation, I'm sure they loved that episode. I'm sure they got everything they wanted out of it. So
honestly, we are the only people that I've seen even talk about this show, especially that I've seen talk about it in this quantity, like how much we've talked about it, and all like actually going deep.
Its own thing.
Yeah, and really going in hard on it.
They're kind of just they're more big picture. Like, I liked it. It was neat.
Yeah, yeah. And then I even saw Star Wars Theory was gonna do watch parties, and then he got through I don't know how many episodes, probably not a lot, and had to stop and said, "Okay, this is just not for me, guys," and he stopped his stream. So he obviously didn't like it, and which is interesting because he's all about giving anything Star Wars a shot. And he liked the first season.
Each episode of this season, though, is just so different. I don't think you can rate the whole season based, like, in just one go. You have to go through each episode to really get to what's good and what's bad about the season.
And a friend of mine on Facebook today even commented on I shared one of our episodes on Facebook, and he commented that he tried watching it, but then his eyes burned and then bled. So it's obvious, like it's not everyone's cup of tea, and it's fine. But I'm surprised at how negative some of the detractors are. They're only negative when it's pointed out or when it's brought up. They don't really go out of their way to talk about it like they would like the movies or other shows.
They're not ranting and raving about it. Like, not it's
just like if I were to bring it up, they're like, I think
That's probably one of the negative things about Visions, is that since it's not canon, any type of canon, people don't want to watch it as much because they're like, it doesn't really matter in context of everything else. So
but that's like why
people are gonna watch it
at the same time. So
exactly, it's a double-edged sword. It's a double-edged lightsaber.
It's like an animated Star Wars Infinity or Star Wars Tales. Yeah,
it's a double-edged sword or just a lightsaber.
But yeah, anyway, thank you guys for joining us. This will be the last episode of our Visions Season 2 series. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
It's been fun.
Yeah. And
Star Wars droids.
Yeah. We're not sure what the next series will be. Probably Ahsoka, because we're gonna have a really busy summer. But we'll see. We might have a few one-off episodes here and there. Those different things. Yeah, thank you guys for joining. Please like and subscribe. Please comment below what you thought of this season and what your favorite, episodes or what your least favorite episodes were. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.